You know that feeling, right? That warm, fuzzy, kind of complicated pull from the past? Well, that's nostalgia. And today we're going to unpack exactly what it is and why it's just so powerful. So, let's dive right in.
Okay, just think about it for a second. An old photo pops up, or maybe a favorite song from when you were a kid comes on the radio. Boom, you're right back there, aren't you? That's the feeling we're talking about. We're going to break down what that is.
All right, first things first. Let's talk about this familiar feeling. And I want to make one thing clear right away. It's not just you. This is a common human experience, something that pretty much all of us feel. It kind of connects us, you know?
So, what is nostalgia really? Well, at its most basic, it's the feeling you get when you think about really meaningful moments from your past. It's almost like, I don't know, mental time travel, right? Your memories are the trigger, and suddenly you're back in that exact moment.
And what sets it off? Honestly, it could be anything. It could be remembering playing games outside as a kid, or the smell of a family recipe, or that one song that was the song of your school days. Heck, even something simple, like just thinking about the layout of your childhood bedroom, can bring on this huge wave of feeling.
And usually, the main feeling that comes with it is comfort. It's this warm, calming sensation that just kind of washes over you. You're looking back at a time that felt safe, a time that really mattered.
Okay, so we've got a handle on what nostalgia is. But the next big question is, why do we feel it now? What's going on in our lives today that makes us want to look back? Let's get into the triggers.
Well, it turns out nostalgia often works like an emotional anchor for us. It really tends to pop up when we're going through big changes or transitions. You know, when the present feels a little shaky or uncertain, our brain kind of naturally reaches back for something that feels solid. And what feels more solid than the past? And this contrast is everything, really. Think about it. Our lives right now, they can be super complicated. We've got busy schedules, tough challenges, things are always changing. But when we look back, our memories tend to smooth out the edges, right? We remember the simpler stuff, like just playing with friends or having a clear routine. Nostalgia is kind of the bridge that connects our messy present with that simpler feeling past.
And this leads to a really important point. This isn't just about feeling good for a moment. Nostalgia actually does something for us. Psychologically, it can be a real source of comfort. It can literally help lower the stress we're feeling in our day-to-day lives.
But it's not always just warm and fuzzy, is it? There's another side to nostalgia. It's often bittersweet. There's a real complexity to it that goes way beyond just a simple happy memory. So, that's the big question, right? If it feels so good to remember, why does it sometimes come with a little bit of sadness? Well, on one side, you have the happiness. The memory itself is joyful. You're reliving something good, feeling all that warmth for that time, or that person, or that place. But then you flip the coin, and right there with the happiness is a little touch of sadness. And that sadness comes from knowing that, well, that time is gone. It's over. You can visit it in your head, but you can never actually go back. And that mix, that bittersweet feeling, is actually super important. It's what helps us piece together our own life story. It connects who we were then with who we are now. It's like the thread that ties our whole personal journey together.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. So far, we've been talking about nostalgia as this really personal thing. But it's also something bigger. It acts like a kind of social glue, you know? It really helps bring people together. And how does that work? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. It starts when we share memories. You start talking to someone and realize, hey, you both grew up watching the same cartoons, or you love the same band. That shared history, it creates this instant connection, a powerful bond, and that's how it helps build and strengthen our relationships. So when you put it all together, nostalgia is way more than just a quirky little feeling. It's actually a huge part of our overall well-being. It supports us on a personal level, but it also supports our social lives. It keeps us grounded as individuals, and at the same time, it tightens our bonds with the people around us. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a thought. All these memories we've been talking about, they aren't just random snapshots from the past. They're the actual building blocks of who you are today. They give us comfort, they connect us to others, and they tell our own unique story. So the only real question left is, what story do your memories tell?